Welcome everybody. We're happy to see everybody here at our Northern Arizona Spotlight Zoom event, our very first one for 2021. We are celebrating 20 years with Spotlight, and this gives us an opportunity as senior healthcare professionals to come together and learn about each other's services and how we can better work together as a team to serve the seniors in our community. My name is Kyle Lewis, and I am the founder of Spotlight. We also have Robin with us today. She's with Spotlight as well. Robin, you want to take just a few minutes?
Good morning, everyone. So good to see you. I'm glad that we're all safe and tucked in our homes. I know everybody's been getting a lot of winter weather, so be safe out there. I'm excited to be able to serve you in any way I can as the Spotlight support team here. I'm here to post any of your events for you, including support groups, job postings, anything that you have going on that you want to get out there to the community. Feel free to send it over to me and I'll be happy to put it on our website and on meetup.com. We also are working on a new platform and wanted to reach out to you and see if any of you who have been longtime supporters of Spotlight would like to offer a testimonial. We're going to be putting those testimonials on our new platform and would love to hear from you regarding your thoughts about the Spotlight Guide and how it's helped you in your line of work and serving seniors. So feel free to send over a testimony if you'd like to be included. Thank you so much.
Terrific. Thank you, Robin. We also want to recognize our co-host today, George Phillips with Just in Time Moving and Storage. George?
Hello, George Phillips, Just in Time Moving and Storage. We do local and long distance moving. So here to help and let us know if we can be of some assistance to you. We do local and long distance moving. Thanks.
Terrific. Thank you, George. So I just also want to mention that our resource guide is digital, so you can find it on our website at Spotlight Senior Services, northernarizona.com. That's a long address, but that's what it is. We have a great program planned for you today. First, we want to hear from Melissa Hennick. She is with Jackson White Elder Law. Jackson White has been a corporate sponsor of the Spotlight program for all 20 years that we've existed, so we appreciate Jackson White. Melissa.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you. Let me get my screen up real quick. So I am, as many of you are already aware, the Elder Care Advisor for Jackson White Attorneys at Law in the Northern Arizona area. I cover from the Colorado River all the way over to basically about the Winslow area. And then down into Camp Verde, Sedona, Cottonwood. So I have about a quarter of the state or a little more that I'm responsible for, but it's my role at Jackson White to assist individuals with connecting with the long-term care benefits that they may be in need of to help pay for the care that they're in need of. And so, especially since we're starting a new year, and so we have new eligibility figures for All-Tex. I just wanted very quickly to do a little mini All-Tex with you, just to remind you what it is and what the eligibility criteria for the program is. So again, All-Tex is simply an acronym that stands for Arizona Long-Term Care System. It is Arizona's Medicaid program for the chronically ill, elderly, or disabled who meet the 4 eligibility criteria for the program. And I think that all of us who work in this field are well aware of the fact that price is oftentimes a barrier, or cost is a barrier to individuals accessing the long-term care services that they're in need of. And it results in repeated readmissions to hospitals and all sorts of other challenges. And so it's very important for all of us to help connect the individuals that are reaching out to us, to connect them with the proper resources so that they can secure the services that they need. So in order to qualify for All-Tex, a person must meet 4 eligibility requirements, and they must meet all 4 of them simultaneously. So they have to meet a medical requirement, income, resources, and the setting. Sadly, as of 2016, 79% of all All-Tex applications were denied. So that means that 79% of the people who believed that they had an immediate need for long-term care services and the benefits to pay for those were denied. That means the odds are stacked against the people that we're working with regard to becoming eligible and approved for these very necessary benefits. With regard to this setting, it's just important to remember that Altex is an in-network insurance program. That means that there is no out-of-network benefit. So if you are in a residential care setting, they must be contracted with Altex in order for the individual to be approved. And that includes people who are moving from a non-contracted building to a contracted building. They actually need to move before they can get approved for Altex. They cannot get approved in a non-contracted building. And home is considered a contracted setting. From a medical perspective, just keep in mind that there is a baseline of the fact that this individual requires 24/7 supervision and or care. They are at risk of placement in skilled nursing. At risk are operative words there. They don't have to be in skilled nursing. They just have to be at risk of that if they were not receiving the care that they're getting otherwise. And then specifically, they're going to look at the activities of daily living, the written diagnosis of dementia if it exists, and if so, also behaviors that come along with that. Under income, the income limitation increased to $2382 this year. That is a gross income. If somebody is over that, it is a fixable problem. Please feel free to refer them to me or to call me, and I'd be happy to provide you with additional information about that. But the baseline is $2382 or less to qualify on the income. And then on the resources, they did not change for the applicant themselves. It is still $2,000 because the idea behind this program is that you've spent your own money on your care. And when you no longer have adequate resources, then Altex can step in and help you, assuming that you meet all the eligibility requirements. But I do want to point out that it did increase as it pertains to the well spouse when you're talking about a married applicant. The maximum countable resources for a well spouse getting their ill spouse on this program is now $130,380. So you can see that this program is not exclusive to impoverished people. You actually can have a decent amount of resources and still get your loved one on this program, assuming that they are married. For a single person, not so much, but for a married person, absolutely. And I just want to encourage you to utilize our free pre-screen. Jackson White believes in being good stewards of the information that we have available to us. We realize that we have specialty information about a program that has a very difficult application process. And so we offer a free pre-screen in which we help people identify whether or not they or their loved ones are eligible for this program. And we also educate them about the application program and get them pointed in the right direction. And best of all, it's free. There's no cost and there's no obligation, and any one of us within our elder law team would be happy to assist. We also do have a lot of different resources available. Our new book is currently in production. If you still have 2020 books in stock, please feel free to continue using them. If you'd like some 2021 rate cards to accompany those so that it has the current numbers, please reach out to me and I would be happy to get those to you. Additionally, we offer lots of free trainings. We have several upcoming webinars. I would encourage you to visit our website. And under the webinar tab at the top, you will see what we have available in the upcoming months. This is our team here. Haley Collins also works with me up in Northern Arizona, covering Payson and Prescott. And then the remainder of our team is down in the valley or in the southern part of the state. So again, please feel free to reach out to any one of us or to reach out to Melissa Martin. Today's a Melissa day, so here's another Melissa to add to the list. She is kind of our anchor and in the office. There I am in all my glory. Again, I'm here to be a resource for you, and I am absolutely delighted to be able to assist people. I love the fact that my job gives me the ability to offer people hope. And that's what I really think is important, is being able to being able to offer that hope to people so that they're not struggling and worrying and wondering what comes next. So let me stop my share. And does anybody have any questions?
Boy, that was an excellent presentation, Melissa. Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't think I've ever done that in that short of a period of
Yeah,
time.
it was
My boss
so-
would be impressed.
So good. But I do have a question. You said 79% of the people are denied.
Yeah.
What is the top 1 or 2 reasons why they're denied?
It's a variety, but probably the top reasons are they don't know what the eligibility requirements are. So generally speaking, they're over-resourced. They still have too much money. They're running out, so they're getting scared, but it's more than 2,000. Or they are medically denied because this program is very much a necessity program as compared to a convenience program. And a lot of people would benefit from assisted living far earlier than when they're going to qualify medically for Altex because it has a high medical threshold. And then the other one is usually lack of cooperation. And when I say that, families don't know how stringent the application process is. And when they're told they have to turn something in, Altex means that specific something, and they give them a very short period of time to submit the documentation. Families are notorious for not turning in what is required. That results in a denial, but you can turn right back around and reapply. You can apply as many times as you need to and as often as you need to, but those would probably be among the top 3 reasons as to why people are denied.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Melissa, is that $2,382 per month?
That's correct. So it's a gross income of up to $2,382 per month. And that is just for the applicant. So if they're married, the couple can actually have twice that much. They can have up to, what is that, $4,764, I believe, in monthly income and still get one of them on the program or potentially both.
Can you send me a book and rates? We don't take it at our community, but I refer out a lot to people on this program.
Absolutely, and we appreciate that, Denise. We work with a lot of facilities that actually are not Altex approved, mainly because if somebody comes in to see you and you're simply not able to help them because they can't afford it, we're a good resource to help them find the benefit so that they can afford it elsewhere. And we appreciate you recognizing and helping be a resource for people finding what they need, as even if it doesn't mean that it's your community. So, but yes, I'd be happy to.
Melissa, at what point does someone transition? At what point do they start to apply, when they're spending down their money and they're getting close? Because that's when everyone starts to get scared. They're afraid. They don't know.
Yeah, because it
Yeah.
results in a gap. You're afraid to spend down to $2,000 because then how are you going to pay for it once you're below that amount? And especially with that horrific denial rate, what if you get denied? The sad reality is you cannot be approved for this program until you're below $2,000. So if you try applying before you are below that figure, they will tell you to spend down to $2,000 and then call them back. And you cannot prepay in advance at a facility. You can pay the month you're in, and sometimes they'll let you pay the next month, but that prepayment is actually considered putting your money on deposit because you haven't received the service. So it's still considered an asset because it's reimbursable to you. So at that point, I would encourage you, we do offer what we call a safety net case. And the point of our safety net case is professional assistance with the application. Generally speaking, someone who maybe has $10,000 to $12,000 left would benefit from this, because what we do is we coordinate the timing of the application to the spend down so that we can avoid that potential payment gap altogether. So it's a very valuable service.
All right, fantastic. Well, Melissa, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate all that you do at Jackson White and sharing that valuable information with us. And you'll find Jackson White in the current Spotlight Resource Guide there on pages 7, 8, and 9, and a lot of information there about Altex as well. So thank you very much. Next, we want to hear from Melissa Forte, Melissa is with Austin House. Melissa? Looks like you need to unmute yourself still. There you go.
Yep, there we go. Hi, good morning, everybody. Yes, I'm Melissa from Austin House. Not my office, obviously, today because of the snow. So I stole my daughter's schoolroom because I don't typically work from home. This is a first for me. Didn't work from home at all last year either. So Austin House is an assisted living. We are a 90-bed facility. We have 3 special units. So we have our traditional assisted living. We have a dementia behavioral unit as well as a secured TBI unit. We have a 24-hour available behavioral medical director for our residents on our secured units, as well as weekly behavioral trainings for all of our staff, and including our activities staff as well. And that way they can better serve the residents. In our building, we do have a traditional assisted living side. We have some studios. Otherwise, the majority of our rooms are semi-shared rooms. We don't have hallways like most facilities do. All of our rooms open out into the courtyards. We have several different courtyards set up depending on the unit. Our dementia unit has a lot of walking paths, has a lot of green areas for those that like to wander, as many of you know. We're also working on doing renovations for a lot of our rooms as well. So that's a plus this year. We have a lot of different projects going on to improve our facility. With the residents that we have, we do take Altex. We also do Banner and private pay as well. So those are some of the payer sources that we take there. We do a lot of events still. We do a lot of activities with our residents. Got creative last year and this year, and still do a lot of drives. We even do a lot of events. We had Santa come up. Well, one of our residents or one of our staff members dressed up as Santa, but all of our residents got to participate for Christmas and get gifts from Santa. So that was fun. And then we were actually able to do a Safe Santa visit and set it up for the entire community of our Verde area, where Santa was giving personalized gifts to children for families that were hit by COVID last year. So that was a plus. I mean, we had probably about 50 children giving away anything from bikes, scooters to, we had a lot of families actually ask for clothes. So those families that asked for clothes, we actually did the clothes, but got a little gift kind of gearing towards their age. That was really, really fun. And that was a good event that we did. And we were able to do it safely with a lot of infection control procedures in place with it, but it was really good. Our staff is definitely dedicated. We've, just been rocking and rolling. I mean, last year actually was a good year for our building. This year I think is going to be great. I look forward to working with everybody. And of course, being part of Spotlight again is great. So look forward to attending the monthly Spotlights with you guys.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Melissa. Do we have any questions for Melissa? Okay, well, wonderful. Well, you'll find Austin House in the current Spotlight Resource Guide on page 40. So all their contact information is there for you as well. Thank you for joining us today, Melissa. Next, we're going to hear from Hospice Compassus. We have Tara Smith with us. Tara?
Good morning. So just wanted to let you guys know we're currently just Compassus. Compassus now has home health, hospice, and infusion services throughout the country. So they have expanded our name, and we're many partners now. So we're called Compassus. And like I said earlier, Compassus is nationwide. We have an office in northern Arizona, southern Arizona. We're expanding to Tucson, Eastern Arizona, Western Arizona. So we're all over Arizona. And the great thing about Compassus is that we really focus on patients' bucket lists. So if you have a bucket list that includes going to, you know, some other part of the country, we're going to set that up with you for you and make sure you have the support from one of our other offices in a different city or different state. So you can do those things, and so you're not confined to being home, and you're living your best life still, even when you're on hospice. Hospice is a fully covered Medicare, Medicaid benefit. And Compassus does not say no to any insurance, whether you have it or not. We believe everybody has the right to hospice care, no matter if you have a payer source or not. Hospice care includes nursing care, certified nursing assistants, social work support, chaplain support. We do have volunteers. We do have massage therapists. We have pet therapy. We have music therapy. When I say fully covered Medicare, Medicaid benefit, that just means that no matter what your payer source is, we follow the Medicare, Medicaid guidelines. So hospice, your hospice benefit, and I tell patients all the time, you put money into your Medicare bucket every 2 weeks. You guys see that you give money to Medicare. Well, this is your savings account. This is your money. It's not going to go to anybody else. So you've paid for your care by the time that you need it, hopefully that late in life. So you have access to 24-hour phone service. We're not in your home 24/7, but we do have a nurse on call 24/7. You have access to a case manager, and we try to keep that case manager the same to keep continuity of care there. We spread out our nurses by, you know, neighborhoods or areas of the state so that they just focus on their patients there and they're not driving all over. The Flagstaff office services all of Flagstaff, Winslow, and Williams. So we obviously Eastern Arizona all the way to Holbrook, and then Western Arizona and Prescott and Sedona. So 24-hour nursing care, case manager, certified nursing assistant. Certified nursing assistant helps with bathing, grooming, changing sheets. And then of course your case manager does like a head to toe assessment that you would have in a physical at a doctor's office, vitals. And they actually work with the caregivers to educate them on the patient's disease process, where they're at, what they're gonna see, when to call us. And that's super important because we really want to keep patients out of the hospital. We want to keep them from having to go see their primary care doctor all the time. So that's why that communication and that education is so important for their caregivers. We do have caregiver support programs. Most of you know her, Marlene Letvin. She leads those throughout the city. Educates caregivers on caregiver burnout and what to expect when you have a patient or a loved one on hospice. So medications, medical equipment, and medical supplies are all covered under a patient's hospice benefit. So anything for pain and symptom management is covered. Curative medications or treatments usually are not included in their hospice benefit. However, we do cover things that are considered palliative. Palliative is in comfort. So sometimes we will cover 10 radiation treatments or work with a family while they're still doing dialysis in order to prepare them for their hospice. the reason why we do this is it's not up to us to take hope away from anybody. Hospice is a bad word. Let's just all be honest. It just, people associate it with, oh my gosh, I'm going to die soon. So that's why we offer these palliative treatments in order to guide the patient on a palliative bridge to understand their disease process and not to take hope away from them, stop everything right away just because they're on hospice. So we provide a really good bridge in order to introduce hospice and kind of phase out those treatments. And it's on a case-by-case basis. So typically our patients are seen 2 to 3 times a week by a nurse, and can be seen up to 5 times a week by a certified nursing assistant. We really do work with nursing facilities, personal care facilities, skilled nursing facilities. Wherever a patient calls home is where we take care of them. And that it can include an RV in the Walmart parking lot. So like I said, wherever a patient calls home is where we're going to take care of them. So I just went through that really fast, but I know I've talked to most of you before. So do you guys have any questions for me?
My question is, do you have your information on the sidebar in this call?
I think Liz put her name, but maybe we can put our website and phone number
Yes.
there. Sure. Yeah.
Yes, if you could put that. And then also you said there was somebody it was a caregiver support person. And what was her name?
Marlene Letvin.
And where does she live?
She lives in Flagstaff and she works out of our Flagstaff office.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any other questions there for Tara? Well, thank you so much, Tara and Liz, for joining us today. You'll find Compassus in the current Spotlight Resource Guide on page 23. We appreciate you guys and everything that you do. Hospice is a wonderful service, so thank you. Next, we're going to put the spotlight on Rainbow Acres. We have another Melissa Cole. Melissa, you want to unmute yourself?
There we are. Good morning. Yes, 3's a charm, 3 Melissas this morning. And I want to give a shout out to Liz and Cecilia. Actually, we used to work, well, Liz and I used to work together at Goodwill Career Center years ago. And I've been with Rainbow now for 3 years. I actually got recruited to work with Rainbow because I did hiring events for them with the Goodwill Career Center, and they brought me on board. And I love it. We are a 50-acre ranch facility located in Camp Verde. We serve the needs of special needs adults ranging from age of 18 to 80 plus. We have actually a number of seniors. We've been around since 1974. So we call our residents ranchers. And some of them have come on board at Rainbow back in 1974 and have been with us the entire time. So we absolutely have a number of seniors. We have about 90 ranchers currently, and they live in group homes of 10 ranchers per home. And we have a staff of caregivers. There's 3 shifts. Basically, the caregivers will work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, including overnight. So they get their 40 hours in 3 days. And then the next caregiver that comes on ranch would work Wednesday through Friday. And then we have the weekend shift. And this allows for a continuity of care for our residents, where they're only have 3 caregivers over the course of the week and throughout, month after month. And it helps with the safety, the relationships, and, on all those things that are important for a special needs person. When I came on board, the director wanted to launch what's called Rainbow Academy to really enhance the educational opportunities for our ranchers. So I actually recruited a music director who was a former New York City opera singer who had traveled the world. He was retired and worked with us for a few years, and now we have a new gal that's taken over who worked with the students at Sedona Red Rock High School. And she had also created an ensemble that were to perform in New York City at Carnegie Hall. Then COVID hit. Within hours of them loading on the plane to fly to Carnegie Hall, that got canceled. But, and brought on board a computer educator, and other staff that have been instrumental in creating educational opportunities for our ranchers. And they sign up like they do in college, on a semester system. And one of the ranchers said, yeah, we live in these little homes. So those are their fraternities and sorority houses. It's so cute, the dorms. But what I wanted to share, I'm actually at home today. I'm on PTO because the snow, I'm completely snowed in, live 6,000 feet up a mountain. So I took PTO off from work today, but I definitely didn't want to miss my commitment being here with you. But Robin's going to pull up a PowerPoint for me that really shows how we have been responding to the COVID situation, because it has absolutely impacted, the activities of the ranch. And I think, yeah, Robin had something that she was going to pull up that just shows some of the activities in ways that we've been able to implement, keeping the ranch happening. No scare. This is where we actually had a little parade, and with actually the gal sitting with a burrito on her head, she's one of our educators that teaches life skills. The gal with the Hawaiian lei is our music director. And we just have been trying to implement ways to have a lot of fun with the ranchers, and the next slide just shows some more pictures where we created a parade. Let me see, I don't have the ability to select, there we go. So we decorated the little golf carts, and the staff, we drove around, because see, what's been happening is that the ranchers, we've had to keep them segregated in their separate homes just to prevent COVID. Should anybody get COVID, it's not going to spread ranch wide, because we are, an enclosed facility. We're actually closed off from the community. We don't have visitors or guest speakers or family members or anybody coming on ranch at this point. So we are doing everything we can. The next slide will just show a few more photos of the little parade and the activities. Let's see, I'll have you scroll to the next. There we are. And there's the ranchers that are outside of their home as we're driving by and waving and just trying to share some good cheer with our residents. And then we also had, I think the next one shows some slides from where we had some, oh, there's our CEO, which is Gary Wagner. And he's next to our computer educator, Luann Burrell, who used to work for Voc Rehab in Cottonwood. Some of you may have known her. Oh, and there's me right behind her with my little unicorn sticking out of the top of my head. And then for 4th of July, we had some activities just to really celebrate and have fun. Everyone's dressed up. We had the dunk tank, and we had some other, activities. There's Gary. I actually hit it right on the head, and he ended up being dunked, our CEO. That was my first shot. That was fun. And that was a glorious day and just beautiful weather, of course. And then we also, oh, there we are. Yeah, the ranchers. They are so sweet. These folks are just amazing people that we get to serve at Rainbow Acres. Oh, just sweethearts. It's good to see them. And Bread of Life is a food bank where Rainbow Acres has been a part of Bread of Life since the 90s. And then, when the ranchers would go and serve on Tuesdays, and I'd go there after work with them, clock out and volunteer with them to serve the community in Camp Verde. And because we weren't able to leave ranch, I launched a food drive ranch-wide where the ranchers and the staff could still stay connected with Rainbow Acres as a way of continuing that relationship and helping in this time of need. The needs of Bread of Life had exploded. So we collected lots of canned goods and waters and different things that they had on their list that they needed. And we actually collected like 500 pounds of food. And then notice here, that's one of our educators who taught a class called Sharing is Caring to really teach the values to our ranchers about giving back. So they were able to incorporate the food drive with the curriculum, with the ranchers, and that they are having an impact with Bread of Life, even if they're not serving at the soup line like they were on Tuesday nights on a regular basis. So this really impacted the morale of the ranchers to help them feel that connection, as well as to the staff and helping folks in their time of need in Camp Verde. It was powerful. It was a wonderful experience. So that was another event we had. And then I was trying to see what other slides I have. Oh, there we are. That's the Bread of Life CEO and his co-worker that came by. We loaded up the truck full of food that they were able to bring back to help meet the needs of the folks that are in need of food, which of course is continuing with this COVID that keeps dragging on. So we were very proud to be able to assist. And then we had a fall festival, and it was a blast. We had the ranchers that we had like carnival games, you know, we see the horse buggy ride that came when everyone's masked up. Everybody has to wear masks, staff and ranchers alike, of course. Behind them, as you'll see in that building, that is our health and wellness facility. We have an on-site wellness facility where we have registered nurses, licensed practical nurses that work hand in hand with the caregiving staff. So we are very lucky to have a wonderful nursing facility. We're actually recruiting for a full-time nurse as well as a part-time nurse. If you know anybody who has a passion for serving the needs of special needs adults, absolutely let me know. We'd love to have some applicants. We're also looking for a kitchen, prep cook, as well as a housekeeper and caregivers. Here we are doing some games. There I am with one of the ranchers. It was a beautiful day in the fall, and it was just a way for people, staff and ranchers alike, to come in on a Saturday and just have a lot of fun and just a sense of community and keeping the spirits up of our ranchers, you know, and each other too, of course. And the staff are amazing. The caring, we're all on the same page in terms of serving the needs of our ranchers. And here are some more games that we had. Again, this was just in late October, we had this event, and it was just a great time for all. We had a barbecue and music and just lots and lots of fun. And it is a joy to be a part of the ranch. There we are with the horse and buggy again, taking folks around the ranch and over to the barbecue. And I think that might be the last slide, but it's just ways that we really, really care about the needs of our ranchers and sharing in ways that we can during this pandemic. Because again, they have been virtually on ranch. They can't, typically our ranchers work in the community, volunteer, go on rancher trips and such, and they have had to stay on ranch this entire time. So that's where our commitment is to, have as many activities and ways to, expand their experience of joy while they continue, living here at the ranch. And it's a treasure. Any questions about anything I can answer for you?
This is the other Melissa.
Well, thank you so much.
Sorry. I just want to say that we had the privilege, my family, of meeting Ralph Showers, who is the gentleman who started Rainbow Acres in 1974. He actually came to our church and spoke as a fundraising activity, and their ministry, their service to their residents, to their ranchers, is just utterly remarkable. And you're very privileged, Melissa, to get to work in that organization and be part of that. So thank you for all that you do.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. God bless.
Great job, Melissa.
Have you come down when the ranch is open to see it.
Well, fantastic. Thank you so much, Melissa, and sharing that information. We've been to the ranch for spotlight events in the past, and I just been very impressed. All the activities that you guys put on there for your ranchers, and the wonderful things they get to make and sell as well. And it was a lot of fun. So thank you for sharing today. It was very, very, very nice. You'll find Rainbow
Thank
8.
you for the opportunity.
You're welcome. And you'll find Rainbow 8 at page 47 of the current Spotlight resource guide. So now we want to open it up for announcements or door prizes. If anybody brought a door prize or wants to make an announcement, just unmute yourself. Now's your time.
This is, I'm sorry, this is Cecilia with Visiting Angels.
Yes, Cecilia.
And we would like to donate today as a door prize a $20 gift certificate to Sprouts. Does everybody have a Sprouts in their community?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, so whoever the winner is, I just need their address so I can mail it, or do I send it to you, Kyle?
No, you would send it directly to them, and we'll have George help us with that. He has a randomizer. George?
Unmute, there we go. The winner is Josie Rulin. Is that right? Did I pronounce it right?
Wonderful.
It's Ryland. Thank you, Cecilia. Appreciate it. Thank you, everyone at Spotlight.
I'll make sure and get your contact information afterwards.
Oh, good.
Fantastic. Thanks,
you.
Cecilia. Anybody else with an announcement or a door prize?
This is Melissa with Jackson White. And I want to thank Spotlight again for featuring us, for putting the spotlight on us today. Thank you, Kyle and Robin. And I do want to share that we have a new presentation this year, which we have titled All Text Basics, How to Pay for Long-Term Care. This is intended for the community at large. And so it's shall we say, a watered down version of our All Text 101 for those of you who have been to it. It's something that's very appropriate for a professional just being introduced to All Text, but also for a family member who's looking to embark on that application process. And we have our maiden voyage of that presentation scheduled for next Wednesday, the 3rd of February at 10 a.m. I will be the presenter. And if you would like to register for that webinar, please visit our website, or if you want to get that information out maybe to some clients, patients, or residents that you have that might benefit for that. Now, in honor of the new year and knowing how much time and effort Kyle and Robin and George put into doing these spotlights for us, they're always giving, but they don't seem to ever be in the drawing to get. So I have 3 Starbucks gift cards, one for each of them. I will get those out to them. But I also do have a $10 Amazon card that is up for grabs in the drawing. So George, if you want to pick a winner for that, I'll get it off to them.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Very nice. Looks like Melissa Forte.
Oh, wonderful. Very good. Melissa, I'll get that in the mail to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Melissa, for sending me a Starbucks card.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Thank you for all you do.
That's very sweet of you. Thank you. Any other announcements? Door prizes?
Yes, I'd like to give away a $25 gift card to the one that wins. You just pick your favorite local small business, restaurant, or anywhere that you would like. I'd get that for you and mail it out to you. And my big announcement is ID Shield just won 2021 Identity Theft Protection by Fords as the best. So we're excited to get that award again. And our law firms are still busy working to help our small business owners and all of the complications we've been having. So that's my big announcement. And let's see who won.
Cecilia Jernigan.
Oh, congratulations. Can you just send me, I have my phone number in there, or send me your contact information and we'll find out where you would like your gift card.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Nancy. That's so nice.
Awesome. Thanks, Nancy. Anybody else with an announcement or a door prize? Okay, well, we do have one from Spotlight. It's a Starbucks gift card for $15. George, can you help us with that one?
Yep. Looks like Melissa Hennick.
Terrific. We just exchanged cards there, Melissa. Fantastic. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. We really appreciate you all. You know, it's been a difficult last 12 months for many of us, but you all are heroes. You're out there doing it, making it work, and working with great teams. I know that for everybody on this Zoom call, there's many more people behind the scenes who are your teammates, and thank you. And reach out to them and let them know that we appreciate them, and we appreciate all of you. So if there's something that we can do for you, please let us know. We are getting ready for our first printing for 2021. So if you're not in the resource guide and you'd like to be, reach out to Robin. She can give you all that information. Like she said, we are looking for more testimonials. So if you have a testimonial you want to share with us, please send that to Robin as well. Robin, anything else that I missed?
Just real quick, Melissa, I would love to be able to promote your All Text Basic presentation that you're going to do on February 3rd. Feel free to email me that. I actually have a family member in Gilbert that might just tune into that as well to learn more. She has her mother-in-law living in her home now and needs to know more information about getting her qualified. So I'd love to post that for you. And then Melissa at Rainbow Acres, if you would like to send me over your job posting information for the positions you have open there at Rainbow Acres, I'll be happy to put that on the job board as well. So it was good to see you all. Hope you have a great day and stay safe with this new storm coming in on Friday.
Ooh. Yeah.
Get everything you need and stay inside. It's going to be a bad storm, they said.
All right. Well, welcome. Thank you again, everybody, for being there and for your support. We're here for you. If there's something we can do for you, please let us know. Be
Cecilia maybe has a new thing to say. She has her hand up.
No, she's waving goodbye.
Waving goodbye.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome to unmute yourselves, say your goodbyes to each other as we end this event. So thank you again. Be safe out there.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.